Okay. So, Andrew, let's start with you. It's been a really tough time for the care industry. How have you dealt with all of the situations? Because you're having to make things up on a day-to-day basis, basically, aren't you?
Yeah, there's been the initial part of the COVID stroke lockdown. We were staff-wise, we had quite a few people coming on board that were laid off from other jobs, furloughs, etc. So we had quite a lot of staff, but then COVID hit and there was a lot of pandemic and we had a lot of staff off. So it was up and down. So it's been quite dramatic in terms of ensuring that we provide the availability of staff to clients. But of course, we have an obligation to provide care to all of our clients all of the time, every day, 24 hours a day. And when staffing issues arise, then it creates a lot of pressure. At the end of the day, the care and the quality of care that we provide is paramount. So we just need to do everything we can to ensure that the carers, the clients receive the correct quality of care. So it's tough at the moment.
So, Stacey, tell me a little about how you as a carer have had to cope with COVID and what different situations you've been put in.
Well, for me, I've only come into this, I've been here about a year and a half, so I only came in when lockdown started. So it's the first time I've ever done care. So to me, this is all I've known, COVID. It's getting a lot better out there. It was quite scary at first because no one knew what was happening. No one really knew about the virus. But now as it's gone on, it's got a lot better. I really enjoy seeing lots of different people every day.
Andrew, we're doing this Diary of a Carer then. Let's talk a little about that and what you think has come out of that, perhaps. How did it all start, firstly?
Well, the concept is really to highlight what the position of a carer is. If we wind the clock back 10 years, it had a status to it. It was a sought-after job. It's the next thing to a nurse, and it was very much thought of in those terms. For some reason or other, the status has deteriorated. You often hear things on the news about being low paid. You hear the word 0-hour contracts a lot. Actually, we've offered salaries to all of our carers. We've offered guaranteed hours to all our carers. They don't want it. It's weighted in their favour. So there's a lot of misconceptions that surround the job of a carer, especially, I think, what we do within the call. So I thought it would be a great idea to show what a carer does from the direct perspective of a carer. So you're going to listen into what goes on in the call, but also from the client's perspective as well. You get to know the relationship and the bond that develops by being a carer, the responsibilities of a carer. And probably more importantly, which is the thing I really want to highlight, if it comes out in this diary, is the values that are put, the value that is put on the job of a carer, the rewards that you receive as being part of a team of carers and looking after people, compared to pretty much any other job that you can think of. And that's what I'd like people to see, hopefully, when we do this this week.